This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's AFC Division. It's going to be the New York Giants taking on the Eagles of Houston. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. It's the second of 3 on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Now Richardson. Off play action. Oh, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's third down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They'll hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. A great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. McCurdy Dean with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Cade York on now for the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles at 11-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Richardson looking to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
He juked him. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and man to go with that run.
Throwing Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? A little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Off play action. Richardson.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Richardson off the play fake.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here Richardson yet again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got situation, they really become magnified.
On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Set to take over.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Richardson going to move him around.
To throw is Richardson. Off the play fake. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But in that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Houston's offense taking over again.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Again, that's Watkins. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Back to the air with Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. Yard out. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this has happened good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And now out comes Houston. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end. Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They go play action with Richardson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. And you have to... A game like this, 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bringing him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Taken in at the 22. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they will get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and 1. So we've reached halftime here. Charles is... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. For quarter number 3, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Watkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion right is Robinson. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones under pressure, and he gets home again. A loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Richardson on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Enough. to throw. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Richardson going to change the play here. Now they'll change things up.
In motion right is Watkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The tight end in motion right.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Giants.
Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown. Watkins with his second touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Watkins, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, it's Barkley. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? It does say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now we'll get a stoppage. Player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Richardson off the play fake.
Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Richardson going on 4th down.
Going deep here for Watkins. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Eagles.
Chris Watkins.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And now out comes Houston.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Off play action. Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Jones on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Patrick Queen. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
We are off to the 4th quarter. more here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rule.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. That's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 47 yards.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And Richardson back to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 in the season. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To throw. Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he is going to have the Giants first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Back to throw again. This one is Slayton over the middle. And this one will get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They go play action with Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On third down, here's Richardson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Now Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain there of 21 yards. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just added into their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people can...
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game the defense was optional? It certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the selfish...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
His throw incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing Jones. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Nakobe Dean getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jones throwing on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.